What is going on, everybody? Today, I'm going to go over the top 10 characters in One Piece Bounty Rush. In the middle, nearing the post 4.5 Annie. And at number 10, I'm going to have version 1 of Uta. Not version 2. Version 2 is trash. Okay? Version 1 of Uta. Her skill, Don't Cry. The sing-song effect that lasts for 5 seconds, it feels like it lasts forever. And the amount of damage output that she has, if she gets somebody with that skill, they're dead. That's kind of just, that's how she rocks. I was between Uta and Sparrow because he has a similar effect with that, with the Candyman. But I will end up going with Uta as she seems a little bit more usable, a little more diverse in her skills and traits. One of her traits here, when she's attacking an enemy around their treasure, she increases damage dealt by 30%. That's pretty rare on like any character. On an enemy's treasure, increasing damage by 30% is insane. That makes her like a diverse attacker. So, yeah. And at the number 9 spot, it comes with a heavy heart that I'm going to put the original EX Luffy. Now, he has a very low skill ceiling. He's very easy to play. You could just click on his Snake Man or his Bounce Man forms and just do tons of damage with the click of a button. Or the hold if you're doing the guns. So, he was such a good character for so long. He was never top 1 in the game, or even top 3, I'd say. But he's very easy to play. He's still a top 10 character, just barely. Just because of all the new amazing characters that we got from 4.5 Annie, that he does drop this low. But I'm still going to keep him in top 10. So yeah. And at the number 8 spot, I put Hybrid Yamato. She's a great character. I'd say she's definitely better than her version 1 Yamato, the non-hybrid. But she never really was a top 5 character. I think I can say that pretty safely. But she's still top 10. She's still a overall pretty good character. Her skills, she has the status effect of Frostbite, yeah, which can just weaken her opponents very easily. And she has a shield, which that shield is very annoying to break through. Again, this is why I always put her above EX Luffy, because with that shield, I know she can take him in a 1v1, but that shield just absolutely shreds opponents, and this skill actually brings back shield. If you didn't know that, it brings back a percentage of her shield. And with a shield that can just regenerate like that, she's still pretty broken in the current meta. So, yeah. Next, at the number 7 spot, I'm going to throw in King. He is a top 3 runner in the whole game. I'm sure you can take a guess as to who would be above him, but his skills, mainly this one, is able to get him the mid flag just at the very start of the game with little to no competition at going for it. His movability and survivability is pretty insane. Even still in this meta, it keeps him at a top tier character, even though he's a non-EX. And overall, yeah, he's a top 3 runner as a non-EX, which is a very rare thing. So I think he well deserves this spot as number 7 on the list. Now at number 6, I'm gonna throw on Hybrid Kaido. Only reason I'm throwing him above King is because of his actually map-wide skill. Although you can't use it at the start of the game, you can use it at the end of the game and get a last-second treasure capture, which can easily win you the game. He is definitely a solo carry type if you want to play someone like that. His skills do decent damage. He's not really known for his killing, but overall he's top 2 runner still, easily for sure. And yeah, on to number 5. So at number 5 I have EX Zorro. His survivability is through the goddamn roof, kind of like Gear 5 Luffy. But one thing that he has is he counters Gear 5 Luffy, one of the few characters that can do that. With his survivability, he's just really hard to kill. He has a ton of traits, which you can read through if you want, but I really wish I had this character. I really wish I had summoned on him, but I didn't. That's unfortunate. With him being able to actually counter Gear 5 Luffy, that is fully the reason that I put him over Kaido. Otherwise, I think Kaido has the better all-around usability advantage of Zorro. But there are so many Gear 5 Luffys around right now. Zorro is pretty much a necessity if you don't have Gear 5 Luffy. Otherwise, good luck surviving the meta right now. So yeah, Zorro's number 5. Let's go on to number 4. At number 4, we have EX Big Mom. She is a top tier defender without a doubt. It feels kind of weird putting her at number 4 because I am not used to that. She is typically at least a top 3 character. A lot of the time she's number 1. But that's mainly because her skills are invincibility skills, which are, very debatable and controversial. But it's what made Big Mom so overpowered. She could just sit on flags, and she also had the trait to, when she's pulling the flag, she could pull the flag with defenders, or with the enemy team still on it, which again is a just game-breaking skill. It's very obnoxious. She could just knock down the enemies and pull the flag last second. But that's what made Big Mom who she is. Her skills are pretty nuts. She does have one-shot capability with 3 skills, but I'm not going to count Undo, Mount Prometheus. So yeah, she's going to be number 4 for now. And let's go on to the top 3 characters. At the number 3 spot, I'm going to put Film Red Shanks. This really pains me as he was my number 1 for the longest time, and then 4.5 Annie happened. But for mainly the reasons, his one-shot capability was the best in the game. He is a number 1 attacker in the game. His survivability is pretty decent, but he is also, with his hockey state, he's able to chop down enemies' HP bars, which is just game-breaking. His Griffin Thrust easily one-shots, his Red-Haired Onslaught easily one-shots, and he was just insanely broken, insanely toxic. You needed a Zorro to counter this man. Like, he was almost a necessity, but he's still a top 3 character. And let's get on to number 2. At number 2, I have EX Kid-in-Law. When these guys dropped, it was a game-breaking thing to find out that you can have 2 characters in one. You get to play Law and Kid and use separate skills on both of them. Now, they're both runners, but I think their skills are mostly shifted towards defenders, especially Kids, because this Punk Vise does crazy damage in a very wide area, And if you just do it right on a flag, it just knocks everybody off that area. And a lot of the time, it can just one-shot them. Their traits are pretty nuts, but having 2 HP bars in one character is something I did not expect this game to do for this character. It makes sense, but it's just so broken that I didn't think they would actually, that Bandai would actually do this. But they did, so they're gonna stay at the number 2 spot. And let's get on to our number 1 spot of the top 10 characters in One Piece Bounty Rush. At our number 1 spot of the top 10 characters in One Piece Bounty Rush in 4.5 anniversary, we have Gear 5 Luffy. This man is insane. Now, for skills, obviously he has more defender-esque skills. This skill is insane. You can only use it once per life, but it's insane. Gum Gum Lightning is an invincibility skill. We already talked about that with Big Mom and how broken it was. But the fact that he's a defender, attacker, and runner based on just what you do in-game is absolutely game-breaking. And he has some of the craziest survivability with these traits that I've ever seen. Like, I don't think there is a character that I've seen that can survive as long as him. The best way to counter him that people have been able to find so far is EX Zorro. Even still, if Zorro's skills aren't able to one-shot Luffy, he can just stand on treasure, he can pull treasure, get HP back super easily. Even just by attacking an enemy, he can get HP back, and he has a counter. And it's a counter to normal attacks. I want to see if I can find it, but no, whatever. He has a counter to normal attacks. That is insane. There has never been a character that has been able to do that, and I don't know if there ever will be again. But the ability to counter normal attacks is such an annoying, obnoxious thing. That's the reason that he's unkillable. He's able to just do that, get HP back, and then do some OP skills to knock people off the flag and then defend. He's easily my number 1 character right now, and he should be most people's. Nobody knows how to really kill this man. And yeah, there it is, guys. That was my top 10 characters in One Piece Bounty Rush during 4.5 Annie. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.